Hey everyone, I'm so excited to show you this small Craftsman style home that I just acquired. I bought this house as a package deal with the house right next door. I'm very excited to get started on this project. If you are interested in the house flip numbers, make sure you stay until the very end. In the front of the house, there's not a lot to do because the front yard is pretty small. There's a lot of gravel and some weeds and some plants. We'll probably try to add some green here and make it more welcoming. If you are wondering how I can tell that it's a Craftsman style home, it's because the overhanging eaves has exposed beams and rafters. There's also the very heavy and tapered columns and a covered porch. This is a very nice style of home and it's very desirable. So we're going to try to get rid of the very tired appearance by using a fresh coat of paint, maybe a couple different colors to accentuate the architectural details. We're also going to replace the old windows and the front door. Now let's tour the interior. This is a small house, but the living room doesn't look that cramped because it's completely cleared out, and also it has high ceilings that make the space look bigger than it is. We're going to replace the ceiling fan with some recessed lights, repaint the walls, and on the flooring, it appears that they put carpet on top of the original hardwood floors. So we're going to try to refinish it and make it look beautiful again. The kitchen looks like a disaster zone. There's a lot of built-in cabinets and shelves, but they are not very functional anymore. For example, there's the built-in cutting board in here, and then on this side there's a pantry that doesn't have any shelves, and then there's the ironing board that's super old school, and then on this side there's even more built-in stuff like this pantry. So all these features were probably nice at one point, but now they are really not that desirable and they're taking up a lot of space. Given how small this kitchen is, we're going to try to remove all of these built-in features to fit more cabinets and countertops, because currently we don't even have a stove in here. It's just a sink and there are no other appliances. So we definitely need to put in more cabinets and countertops. Right next to the kitchen, there's a small room that was probably designed as a dining room. So we're going to reclaim it. And in here, we're going to put a new chandelier and then refinish the floors. The flooring is kind of continuous from the kitchen and it's not in very good shape because there was probably glue that was used to put carpet on top of it. So we're going to have to try to figure out how to remove the glue to resurface the hardwood floors. If you're interested in turning rundown houses into dream homes and make large profits like I do, join my coaching program, Transform Flipper Academy. I teach my students the ins and outs about house flipping and help them achieve financial freedom. Schedule a call with us today. This other space that's right off of the kitchen is kind of a wasted space. There's laundry hookup here, a water heater, the door to the backyard, and then a small space for just a toilet. So it's kind of a half bath, but not really that useful. And then there's also a small walk-in closet right here, which is kind of interesting. We're going to try to make better use of this space by relocating the laundry and water heater and enlarging the bathroom to make it a full bathroom, because currently the house has 1.5 bathroom with the toilet. If we can make another full bathroom, it will be a 2-bedroom, 2-bath which would be much more desirable. The first bedroom is right off of the living room, and there are two entry points, one from the living room and the other from the hallway. We're going to consolidate these two because the bedroom doesn't really need two entry doors. So we'll probably close the one that's going to the living room, so there will be a full wall without interruption. This entry door has gone through a lot. It's a wood door and it was painted over, and then they tried to remove the paint but didn't quite finish. So we definitely have to fix that. We're also going to replace the windows. You can see the hardwood floors in its original state, which is actually pretty nice. We'll probably sand it down a little more and put some stain over it. And this closet is really interesting. It's got a small door, but it's actually very deep inside, and it has a small window too. So we may try to enlarge this opening so it's easier to access the inside. The only bathroom in the house was half gutted. The walls are peeling off, the tiles are partially removed, and the vanity and toilet are all detached. We're going to gut the rest of it, so it actually saved us some demolition work. And then we're probably also going to reconfigure the layout because right now it's quite awkward with a little space off of the door that's not used at all. I think the standard layout is to put the tub against the wall and then have the toilet in the middle and then the vanity towards the entrance. The second bedroom is really nice with a lot of natural light from the large windows. So here we're going to put in a new light fixture, repaint the walls, replace the windows, and also refinish the hardwood floors. The nice thing about this house is these one-panel doors are actually in pretty good shape, so we're going to try to save them. You can see that in this corner that the drywall is peeling off of the ceiling. That's an indication of a leaky roof. The roof really is quite old and we probably have to replace it. This backyard probably looks small and weird to you because it has an angled fence along this way. That's because the previous owner actually owned this house and the house right next door, which I purchased together. So to make the other house backyard more functional, they borrowed some space from this home to make a large driveway and put up this fence here. So because we're going to renovate these two houses separately and also resell these separately, so we're going to reinstate the fence at the property line and get back a lot of space for this backyard. There's not really much landscaping per se, just a raised planter box with some gravel and some weeds currently. Once we get more space back, we'll probably have to redo the landscaping here, potentially putting in some grass and make this space more enjoyable. The nice thing about this backyard is on the other side, there's an oversized one-car garage that's detached. So there's some parking space and also space for a workshop. The previous owner also built two large sheds towards the back that can be used for multiple purposes. So once we are done with the renovation, this whole area is going to be super nice and very desirable.
I've always admired the Craftsman home style for its grand appearance and quality construction. I'm very excited for this opportunity to restore the former glory of this home. The kitchen is where it needs the most help. I thought about converting the dining room into a third bedroom, but it would be tiny and the living space would also be tight. It's still a value-add move to utilize the laundry room to enlarge the bathroom and the dining room. and I'm eager to show you how it turns out. The bedrooms look so tired and dated and desperately need some upgrades. The previous owner clearly was going to renovate the bathroom but got overwhelmed. We'll finish what they've started and make it more functional too. Stay tuned for the house flip numbers right after.
This small Craftsman style home is going to make such a great project, and I'm very excited to get started. But before that, let me share the numbers. I purchased this house for 1.3 million, and we plan to put in about 200,000 into the renovation because there's really so much to do in here. And the estimated after repair value is about 1.8 million, and there's some good margin in there. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Remove the glue and make the floor an indication of a leaky roof. The roof is, sorry.